From Central Illinois, it's the Sofa King Awesome Show. Rock, metal, 80s, retro. It's not just good, it's Sofa King good. Oh, baby. Listen every Friday wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Apple, even YouTube. And now, Sofa King Awesome. Here are your hosts, Thundersticks, on the Sofa King Awesome Show.
Welcome, everyone, to another amazing episode of the Sofa King Awesome Show. I am your host, Thundersticks, and tonight we are joined by none other than Crash Planet from generally Springfield, Illinois.
Yep.
Hell yeah, man.
Yep.
Nice. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah,
thanks for having us. Hell yeah, that seems to be the good gig going around. Thank you. I can't say thank you enough to the local scene and everybody that's reached out, because I know you guys reached out to me, and I'm like, so I'm really thankful, for all of that, and I'm here to help out any way I can.
Oh yeah,
so
I love it.
Warm welcome. First time, a lot of them are first timers, but these are also the first time I've met you, and we'll be listening to you here, on air or whatever you want to call it. Now this isn't shot live, but it'll be a few weeks. But
cool.
yeah, so I'm totally hyped to hear about what you guys are doing, what type of music you guys play, and what's coming up. We'll start with an introduction to my left.
My name's Ty. I guess I do drums now, but I was the lead guitar player.
Yeah, you got demoted.
Yeah.
It's a promotion.
Yeah, no, that's cool though, man. So what's your background in drums?
Well, it was the original instrument that I played. I had started on drums, I don't know, maybe when I was like 12. And I had just kind of stuck with that, learned some Rush songs and learned some AC/DC, and then the neighbors didn't like how loud it was, so I switched to an electric kit, and I realized that even still in the house, you couldn't get away with playing it late at night.
Right.
Because, clicks and pops and all that.
Yep.
So I switched to guitar for a little while, and I hadn't really gotten into it until sophomore year of high school, which was around 2020.
Right.
We had a lot of time to sit around and do whatever. Mm-hmm. So I got practicing on that pretty decently every day, and stuck with that, and then reached out to these guys, and rest is history.
Nice.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I'm Nate. I play rhythm guitar.
Nice.
On there. I think I started when I was like 13, kind of just in my room.
Yeah.
This is the first band I ever been in. Kind of had a lot of time, like he said, just to build as much music as possible. I was always interested in writing.
Right.
And got to the point where like you'd get bored almost of playing the same albums all the way through, and I got really inspired and interested in just improvising and writing my own things to these songs, and keeping it fresh and fun, and I think that really helped me develop a great writing style.
Right.
Yeah, I went through a metal phase for a little bit, but I kind of really stuck into indie alternative kind of guitar style, and had a lot of fun doing that. So I've been doing that for a long time, kind of the same genre.
Astrofix, is pretty alternative rock, hard rock.
Yeah.
They had like Incubus, Pink Floyd influence.
Sweet.
So that's what we were definitely talking about listening to there. So that's
it's
cool to see. I mean, it makes me happy when you say like metal. You're like I'm not saying that people don't have like metal influences being in light rock or lighter alternative. You know what I mean? But it's like, I guess I secretly listen. I'm not saying it's not secretly, or like what do they say it?
Right, you kind of do it like when nobody's around.
Yeah, what do they call that?
Guilty pleasure.
Yeah, guilty pleasure, like Taylor
Okay.
Swift and
Right.
fucking Nicki Minaj and like booty shaking twerk music, bro.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I fucking dude, the ghettoer the better, bro. The I'm like,
it was it was very it was very beneficial. I'd say I grew up to like Alice in Chains and Slipknot and Korn, and from my father, and it's learned how to play a decent amount of their songs, a lot of System Down, Kill Switch, and I really think that I incorporate, some of those things to an extent, to like an indie soft tone kind of thing going on. It helped me technically. It's not really, indie's not really something you're like all around. And I think that really helped my guitar playing to an extent, Okay. I'll sit there and play the simplest line, and then I can do chug it too, It's like, so I think it's cool. It's cool.
Stink face it. Yes, I love that, dude.
Oh, yeah.
What's up with you?
Not a whole lot. Just chilling out.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do?
I'm the lead vocalist and the lyricist.
Is that your main gig?
Yeah, that's
cool.
On this album that's all I did was just the vocals and
cool. Yeah. Now what do you like to practice to?
Like instrument wise or just
or
all
like
music
vocal
or
covering or something, warms up. Do you warm up to your own music, or do you, warm up to Freddie Mercury or,
Well, yeah, I just listen to music and sing to it in the car or something, but I just kind of jump into it. I don't really like do la 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 la.
Right.
But I don't know. We play a couple songs, and I just usually just play a song that's not like too heavy. There's a lot of screaming involved or anything, but just kind of ease into that. So.
Okay. Now, is there a particular song you want me to start out with first?
Yes,
you pick randomly at will.
Then do Land of Pan. It's got some metal implements into it. Yeah, it's got some.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, let's do Land of Pan. That'd be cool.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Land of Pan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here it is.
Drops fall upon my face
I think theirs is like a yearly thing. Is where I was getting at. I don't know how like you have to keep renewing it, and I think CD Baby's forever. You know.
Well, yeah, I know DistroKid. They have an option that you can. I think it's like $20 extra or something per song that you can do, but it'll leave it up wherever forever.
Do it.
I
Definitely,
make sure.
you definitely should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I know all your stuff's on there now. You know what I mean? Because this is just the topic. If you don't have a YouTube, then that's just the topic that comes up because you have it through DistroKid.
Right.
Then YouTube automatically makes it a topic. You know, and then you know, but I would definitely look into that. That way, you know, because a lot of bands are becoming very well known for their sound or having their own sound without coming out being a cover band like you guys. You know, like, we started a cover band to get money to better equipment to become this original band. Like, it's just whatever path you want to go. Yeah. If you're coming out original, man, and I feel like you guys got something good, like we just joked about, and, you know, they'll see us laughing and about what it reminds you of with your eyes closed. It was that another teen movie or that type of style, teen movie style,
I
you know.
like Stifler.
You know,
I like
so
that.
you get like I gotta go warm up my pizza rolls and fucking, you know, warm up the Sega and shit.
I just see him in the back of that pickup, you know, yelling, jumping down. You know that one, like their get together or something.
Oh yeah,
where
yeah.
He's riding in the back of the pickup and they're driving down the road and he's like, I can't remember what he was yelling, but it's hilarious.
But how long have you guys been a band?
I think it started with just 3 people, and then after a year we added Ty, and after about close to another year we added Mason. It was just sitting and writing and realizing that, hey, we were writing pretty good shit in our opinion, and as more people came in, like Ty with his background, I mean, he's like James fucking Hetfield, and you know, that 80s thrash with my indie, we kind of had like this kind of thing going on where it made it a specific sound, and I don't want to go too generic, but be familiar, and then have like, oh, when you put on our song, oh, that's Crash Planet, I know who that is, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
You put on something, you just know who it is instantly.
Right.
I really wanted to go that route, where if you
Be vibrant and stand out.
right.
No,
And that,
I dig that, dude. I mean, we'll play a couple more songs. You guys hot off any shows or anything?
for now, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. I think we're gonna go write another LP.
Yeah.
Honestly, we had the lineup change, and now we're gonna kind of stick with who we have, and I think that would be enough time for us just to lay off the pressure of trying to get shows and then another person in, somebody who can stick. You know, you're worried about that. You know how musicians are. They're like, oh, I'm about it, and then it's just no, they're not. And they kind of disappear. So I think this is going to be a good time just to have fun. You know, sit in the studio and drink beers and write music, man. And just do that.
No, I dig it, man. Yeah, like, man, it's so refreshing to hear all original bands that are good. It's got a good sound, good vocalists, good drums, good. It all sounds. I don't know where you went to record, but it sounds
His barn.
great.
Yeah, my barn.
No.
Yeah.
Hey,
We recorded in the barn.
it sounds amazing, man. So I mean, I dig it, dude.
Oh yeah.
I do too. I like the sound.
Thank you.
And I think you really do got something good. And like I said, we copyright it in the good ways and just keep going from there.
Yeah.
That's one good step in the right direction. I mean, it doesn't hurt,
Yeah. It does not.
you know. And like I said, if anybody who wanted to cover it in the future, whether it be you or, you know, then your views go to your channel.
Right.
You know, so all revenue goes to you, baby.
Oh yeah.
So you have a band account, and then you'll have separate accounts, whether you do a guitar or vocal cover. You know what I mean? Depending on how big you want to get. It's how much you want to market yourselves is all that it is. How much do you want to be on TikTok? You're a younger generation. You know, I'm sure you're down for content, you know, whether it be.
That was a thought of maybe kind of a stupid thing in the air, but to do something specific with a song where people can use our songs for like maybe a dance to it. You know what I mean? Just like the TikTok regular shit, and kind of get that going from TikTok. You know what I mean?
You can pay influencers to do
something
stuff
that
like that.
we have thought about TikTok wise, but
You could also like, I mean, because you do this for a while. You could just put out content and be like, "Hey, we want you to use our song in this type of setting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Tag us, use our song and tag us in your, whatever, and just like make those. And then as you're telling that example, be doing that example. You know what I mean? Whether it be like jogging down the road or Not Another Teen Movie style esque, anything that brings creative spark to people. You know what I mean? To market your song. You know what I mean? Right. That's all it's going to take. And then bam, you already have 2 LPs or whatever, and you're working on an EP or whatever, and then people already say that, well, we have all this music, and it's all for fans of this and that, or and just a throwback. Like, I don't know, I found a band called Games We Play. Are you familiar with? I found them on TikTok, and they're real punk-esque and real. I don't know, like, it brings out the 15-year-old girl in me, Like, I'm like, okay, I felt like I was really jaded when I was a kid, man. I was very close-minded about music and stuff like that, and I don't know, I think now that I'm not, I enjoy all types, whether it be the pop-punk phase of MGK with my daughter, and I'm like, shit's dope, but I can also throw down to his rap career, you know what I mean, and I'm like, you know what I mean, but also... Like, go see fucking Art Spire in Whitechapel, but then, go see Bruno with my daughter. It's like, still enjoy every aspect of music in general.
That's something I have trouble with. I'm so stuck into this genre, and I think that makes a great musician when you can listen to something and then go and listen to something complete opposite. And then when you go into write, you kind of notice that you're maybe implementing these influences that you have. And like I said, we want to make something specific,
right,
and sticking out. And I think somebody who has all these different influences, whether it be me and anybody else in the band, then you just put them all together and you get this specific thing. That's really, really what I want.
Right.
But it's something I need to work on for sure. Getting out and enjoying different music, enjoying that. Yeah, for sure.
No, I dig it. Now, what's your guys' favorite song that you guys like?
I like 9 Daisies because of Mason's vocals. Mason's vocals on them and the poetry.
It's got a beautiful guitar work in it.
Really
in my
nice.
opinion, it's
now,
very dreamy kind of feel to it.
What kind of setting do you put yourself in as you write and vibe, or how's your writing process? Is it
almost spur of the moment?
Yeah,
it's
almost
very, very jam-like. I mean, I don't think. Well, the first 5 songs they kind of had written before I joined them, but anything after that, it was pretty much we just showed up and we would jam and
run through.
We had parts that we liked, and the stuff we didn't like from last time we just threw out and tried to come up with something new.
Okay. Wasn't Denver son your drummer? Or no? Is he scratching the surface drum?
Yes, scratching the surface. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was wondering. I had that thought in my head for a second. I was really trying to think back and remember. I was like, I don't remember.
You got to see our original drummer
at
the last show with him. So that's,
yeah. Okay.
So that's interesting.
What's the name of that song?
9 Daisies.
9 Daisies. We will get into that song right now. 9 Daisies.
Oh yeah.
What's that song about?
9 days in
Yeah.
the field.
What's that about, Mason? I don't know. I
I don't know. And really, these guys just sent me these songs, and I just kind of felt it out. And the words just kind of come from how it made me feel, I guess. So.
Right on. How old are you guys? You guys seem like some old souls, man.
I'm 20. Me and Mason are 23, and Ty, you're 20, right?
I'm the young one.
Yeah,
Baby Ty.
Damn, I figured you still got rosy red cheeks, homie. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
got-
You guys are playing some good music that definitely, wouldn't feel like it'd be coming from your age group, to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? So I'm
Y'all
like,
had,
damn near double your age, and I'm like, it's just crazy that you got that kind of feeling into it,
Right.
So
Right. We all had everybody. Your dad, my dad, your dad, Ben's, Jude's, grew up to that classic stuff. They're all of our parents are like musicians, and we all kind of like had that always around us. So I think that has to do a big part of kind of our style too, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. No, I really like a lot of your stuff, man. So, what was kind of the turning point between? You said this is your second album, right?
This is our first.
This is our first,
This is your first one.
Yeah.
What was the first song you wrote for that album compared to the ending of that album? Was
Untitled.
yeah.
Untitled, but it's 2 in 1, so it's Untitled / Buried Alive.
Mhm.
And I think the last song we wrote was the self-titled
Yeah.
Crash Planet.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing was, in my head when we were writing Untitled, actually, our drummer, he wrote some beginning guitar parts, and I kind of layered the bridge and outro to it. And then my head was like, our bass player loves punk. I kind of want to please him. Let's get something fast and punky.
Right.
This is what we got. And then
Right.
he was like, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Right.
Let's go.
Right.
Let's keep doing it.
Right.
And kind of just went from there. I think we all started to realize that we trust each other in writing. We kind of know what we all want when we're doing it, and we have a good, how do you say, we can all take criticism. If he says it's shit, I'm going to go home, I'm going to bring something back. Possibly that's
It's
going to be
not
better.
shit.
That's not shit, and it's
Speaking of shit.
hopefully it's going to blow your mind. You're going to be interested in it.
Right.
So,
Please don't tell them about the 9 Daisies thing.
oh my god, socks.
Yeah. A lot of revamps on that song, yeah.
Oh, just that part, honestly. Like everything else we loved. Everything else we loved. There was
funny.
nothing really. We were just kind of like, went through a couple singers trying to get somebody in, and then he came, and it was just like, holy shit, this guy could fucking
Breath of
write
fresh air.
music.
Yeah.
And he can fucking write music, and he can improvise right on the spot. We planned something new, and he'll come in and start singing on the top of his head, just singing bullshit. So, and then a lot of it
Even if it sounds
sticks.
like shit.
A lot of it sticks though.
Yeah.
So
That's what I was telling. Like, I'm not a vocalist or a lyricist, but to try to help me with, obviously ADHD is if you're playing something, I would do like numbers or try to find a syllable beat, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10,
right,
10,
right,
10,
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
and then be it. But that's also coming from the metal side, and I'm like,
Yeah,
and I'm like singing, and I'm like, a little bit different for me, or for you, as it would be for me. So easier to, sound like a fucking machine gun or a pig squeal than it is to reach some good ranges that you reach. So
we've been to our so far a fair share of metal shows, Spite and Knock Loose and
hey,
all that. We love.
okay.
I'm big on the indie shit, but my favorite places to see live music is metal. Just getting there,
Fuck yeah,
fucking
dude.
crowd kill.
Yeah, we're just gonna you crowd kill.
About 5 seconds, I got in.
And
there.
then I pull him
And
out
then
of
he
the
pulls
pit
me
'cause
out.
He's about to get slapped in the face.
And
All right.
I'm double fisted. I'm like, let's fucking go. Like,
This would be a perfect time. I seen Slaughter to Prevail. I got tickets, and I didn't look at the bill or anything. I was just like, oh, I'm buying tickets to Slaughter to Prevail. I don't care who's there. And then I'm sitting there in the crowd, and then I'm just like, I'm like, I'm up front, and I'm like, I just see their banner, their backdrop. I'm like, that's nothing in particular. I'm like, the other bands just don't have a banner. You know what I mean? And then I'm like looking, and I'm like, pull up a phone, look at the bill. It's just Slaughter to Prevail. And I'm like,
Oh.
huh. I'm like, maybe they just didn't list the other bands. Like, I don't know. I'm like, usually there's somebody else. Nah, dude. Like, I'm up front. And like, and I love Slaughter to Prevail, but it's also my first time seeing them. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Now I'm like having mixed emotions between watching and just enjoying the show and moshing like right up front. And I'm like, oh, shit, dude. And they played the Blade soundtrack for the first 35 minutes. Dude, just like amped up, ready to go. I love asking national acts what they like amping the crowd up to, or what they like listening to before they go up on stage or whatever. You know what I mean? Like Head PE was I talked to them before their show, and he's like, you'll see. I was like, okay. It was like really 70s vibe, you know, bass heavy, you know, like fucking all these funky vocals and shit, dude. It was real vibey, real different. And like I said, you know, going to see Slaughter Prevail, and it was like the first, I like held my phone up and I'm like, what song is this? And it's like, bam, the 2006 remastered version of Blade soundtrack. And it was the first 35 minutes of that. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. And then they came out and I'm like, holy shit, dude. And then he was fucking wild too, dude. The shit that some people do like on stage, like he's such a mean person. I don't know if you know who Slaughter to Prevail is or Alex Terrible. He's just like a mean looking, tatted up, like just swole dude who like fought a bear and
Harm's Way.
Yeah.
I think of Harm's Way.
Yeah.
The first time I saw Knock Loose, Harm's Way is
just a
sanction.
Big, tatted dude. And he fucking did like this stance, dude. And he was just like during one of his new songs, and he was like screaming into the crowd, just and I was just like, holy
hell yeah,
fuck, dude. And when these bands are doing like new stuff, like who is it? I think it might be Knocked Loose that does that arf. Yeah. Billy No Mates or whatever. Arf. And like in one of his new songs, he was like during a breakdown, and I'm like, what is up with everybody doing these random animal noises, you know? And like Will from Lorna Shore, I mean, obviously being known for the breakdown in To the Hellfire, you know? So that shit's just fucking. He's an amazing vocalist.
He's fucking killer.
I mean, I'm not a Sleep Token fan, but I can appreciate his cover going from that range of just solid fucking death metal vocals, deathcore vocals to Sleep Token. Whatever. No offense, whatever they are. No offense to their fans. I just like, it's not my vibe, or I just like haven't really given them a chance, which is probably 90% of that.
Yeah.
So
they have one song I like by them. I think it was probably their big hit, but it wasn't bad. If you show me it when I'm under the influence, I'll like it. So that's probably what happened.
Right. Yeah, your ear muscles changed.
Yeah, I'm just like, this is fuck. Yeah, it's fuck.
Sorry, we went through. We're back from the break, and they mentioned Spite, and we got a hard on, and like we're just listening to fucking heavy metal and shit. So it's cool to see you guys like that fucking heavy, same heavy I am, and like writing this, you know, stuff that's not that. Yeah. You know, it's
if it was him, he'd be like more. Come on. Yeah. A little bit more. Come on.
A little faster. a little faster.
Go home and practice, Nate Jones.
Yeah. Now, do you like metalcore, or you,
I like all.
He likes everything.
Do you do, like, harsh vocals or anything, or do you just try to
we haven't
keep
really
you in the clean part
yet.
of the thing and just protect that throat? And let
Untitled has some screaming. It's not metal, but he's got some of that Bleach.
Okay.
Bleach kind of vibe going on, scream. So
yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
That's what's up, man.
That's what I really love about Mason. He can get that
range.
He can get that range going. He can sing beautifully and make you cry in the corner and think about your ex-girlfriend. Or
there's some
get your ex-girlfriend.
All right, and then he can make you think about fucking throat punching somebody.
Hell yeah.
There's some screams like somebody's being murdered towards the end of Crash Planet.
Yeah.
Well, there's one that happens at that little break between Untitled and Buried Alive, where we're hanging on the last note of Untitled, that I think you and I did a little, I think you did like a scream, and then I mixed it down and threw a shit ton of reverb on it.
Which one? What's that?
Untitled.
At the end of it.
Yeah. That's sweet.
Just a nice segue.
He did all of our recording.
Yeah?
Yeah, so he's the mastermind behind the production and all that.
Now, because I was talking I mentioned to all the bands. I mean, I try to do so many things, but I'm like, I'm not fully in tune to everything. I'm like, so I know what I have. What is it capable of doing? You know what I mean? Like a lot of stuff that I do, you know. So as far as recording, so the next season I'm trying to push, like, when you be able to come here, you can be able to play a song or two or three or whatever, you know, live.
That'd be sweet
You know
as
what I
fuck.
mean? And then
KEXP vibes.
Be like the
That'd be
Howard
straight.
Stern show.
Yeah.
Audio tree vibes, you know, shit like
Yes.
that. I mean, a lot of my favorite bands are on stuff like that, and that was like kind of a thing I'd love to do. I was
Right.
like, dude, I want to go to like a little radio show or something like that, and then talk, a little interview, play some songs. That's my shit.
right?
That's my shit.
I want to be this big right here. So, shout out to Kill Tony. I know you probably will never see this, but this. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a great trilogy.
he's got a podcast. He's like the
Oh yeah, okay.
the beginner of podcast. You know, like he's been around so fucking long, dude. Like
These guys are. I love this stuff. Yeah, I know you're a big comedian fan too. About
yeah, so he gets a lot of people on there. I'm trying to find a
Right.
good one just to show you his setup because he's got a live band, a big stage, you know, all these
Right.
fucking people.
and he gets just the
And we
guys
picked
to
the
come
one
on.
that has
yeah.
fucking. Sorry, dude. Mike, Larry, rest in peace, dude. I didn't know this was.
Well, ooh,
Okay, all right.
it's heavy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do shit like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
that's
I
the-
love this shit.
This
I
is
love
going to
Kill
be the
Tony.
Sofa King Awesome show soon. Not
Fuck
saying
yeah.
soon, but
Right.
eventually. You know what I mean?
Oh, they get Red Band up there? Oh, yeah.
Brought to you by the Red Rose, the Yellow Rose, motherfucking Deep Eddy Vodka, Shell Blaster, and Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey. How about a hand for the band, everybody?
Because nobody is fucking doing this shit, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Nobody.
I just wanted, and I know it's not going to kick off like super fucking awesome, but if you guys put yourself, the band that I'm interviewing is the band that's in their position. It's going to be a different band every time. You know, is what I'm saying.
That's
and then
sweet.
we have a panel of people, or you know, whoever, you know, if we're going by that time.
Sweet as fuck.
You know, and then so you're also being interviewed. You
Right.
know, while talking about, so we're gonna lead into this song, so you're gonna be here for a while. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully, you know, I could get a studio or something that can house, you know, 50 for something people, and they can just come and just watch the podcast get filmed, and then it
Right.
drops later. You know,
sweet.
so it'd be like an in-house podcast, comedy, live, you know.
That's sweet as fuck.
I mean, but that's neither here nor there. But that is the end game. You know, is to be able to have you guys
I like
perform
that.
live and do shit like
Yeah.
that. So,
Oh, yeah.
shout out Kill Tony. Hey man, that's gonna be my end game with you, bro. So, and you can bring anybody on there. You know,
Yeah.
fucking anybody. I'm gonna be dipping my toes in the country. So everybody look out for that.
Same page, brother.
Yeah.
Same page.
I mean, I'm not playing country. I'm not playing country. But we will be having a few country artists on or whatever. We'll see. We'll see. It's about making everybody happy. It's not about the views.
course.
That's what I keep telling myself. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're gonna dive into Untitled here in just a second. All right. I gotta take a piss. And then we'll dive into that because I don't want to miss it.
All right.
So, none of you smoke cigarettes, right?
Our bass player does.
No, I mean, if you just can't smoke cigarettes down here. I was gonna tell you now, if you're trying
Yeah.
to smoke a cigarette, it would be time to
Right.
go outside to smoke a cigarette. But you can
Chill
vape
out.
and smoke weed or whatever you want. So.
We got the little these guys, little Zins.
Thought you were gonna bring some beer.
I was, but I was just like, you know what? I don't want to get stupid on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah?
Look at me, fuckheads.
Oh my god. That is a gym.
Oh yeah, that fucking.
Jesus Christ, dude. Who am I? Oh my God.
Goat, bro.
Do I have a girlfriend? I look like the baby from Total Recall in the guy's stomach / Caillou. Quaid. Forget his name, but that's what it looks like, man. New profile pic. Let's go. Thanks, Dad.
Circle jerk.
Excuse me,
What?
sir.
These circle jerks.
You circle jerks.
I just saw a guy that had a shirt that said circle jerk on it.
I know what to wear our next show. Everybody wear a circle jerk shirt.
Did you like?
blanket,
Did you
bro.
like my suck me shirt?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was
it was
great.
fucking
I love the
awesome.
Suck Me shirt. Did you, what was that? Weebles? Oh, no,
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
Weebles.
20 pounds lighter.
Man.
Whew.
All right.
Welcome back. All right, we are getting to Untitled / Buried Alive by Crash Planet. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
you so
you.
much.
I'm always
I'm loving the vibe. I love this.
I-
It's so nice.
I
It's neat.
love the company, man.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for coming and showing me your sound that I'm now a fan of, and I really appreciate that. And it's
Thank
cool
you.
to, like I said, I like to be surprised and give you, I'm not gonna tell you suck. I mean, obviously, but I'm genuinely, I'm like, I'll help you any way I can. You know what I mean? If you're down to do stuff, let's get a date booked, and
Hell
then
yeah.
we'll get the specific hashed out and just start getting the local scene on,
Oh, yeah. We'd love that. We'd love that for
lock,
sure.
because leading to each other band that comes on, like I didn't even before the downtown or even Astrofix, you know what I mean, and they see like your friends of other bands are like, oh, well, let's get on there, you know what I mean,
Right.
like reach out to them, you know what I mean, and I'm like, I didn't even hear you guys, like fuck, shit, that's awesome, you guys got something going on here, like fucking. Let's go more. Like, what do you want to do? You want to make a movie about this song? Or like, I feel like it's a sound, it can be, a soundtrack to your summer or, like it can, I have big dreams, man. I'm a big thinking type of person. And that's how I feel every band should. I'm not saying that you don't feel that way, but you need someone to help you like feel that way too.
You gotta
know
have.
what I mean,
yeah,
like
you kind of have to do it.
it's a team
either
thing,
if it's music or what you're doing here.
right.
You have
Like
to
I
dream
believe in
big.
you. You know what I mean? Like presidential fucking shit. Like
yeah.
I'm just saying, like I'm not saying like and it's in not like parent wise and all this stuff, but I'm like, dude, I feel like a lot of these bands and you guys have a really good thing going, and you just need the content or the strategy or however you wanted to do that out there. Like once you get that
absolutely.
fucking music video out there or whatever, like that music video of that good quality out there, that's in however you're going to market that, or leading up to that single or that music video is really going to define you and break you away from others, and then keep drawing them back, and just putting out just good quality songs. Every song's a single, so when they come see you,
Yeah.
every song, you already know that every song is going to be a vibe. Definite. Astrofix, they have, I was like, oh, I'm like, well, how long is your set list? They're like, oh, last night was 3 hours. And I'm like, what the fuck are you playing? And they're like, oh, it's like 85% original. And I'm like, what?
Yeah. Damn.
And I'm like,
Interesting.
okay.
I'm
They're
listening.
like maybe 2 or 3 songs are covers out of each one of their 3-hour sets. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, and so like I said, I didn't do any, investigating on what they sounded like. And I wanted to be like, oh, well, this reminds me of this. And I'm like, well, yeah. And I'm like, well, I know it's for fans of,
Yeah.
so it's,
for sure.
people are going to relate to that. People are always going to be like, well, who do you sound like? And like, your response is going to be, we sound like us. I'm like, yeah, I know. But, it's just at some point in time, I'm not saying it's like an ego thing, because I've said the same thing. I do the same thing. It's just, you're just going to have to associate. The thing is now for fans of FFO, or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
you see, it's, you just got to associate yourself with someone who sounds like, and just for fans of, so I would associate you guys now. I'd book a show with you, Astrofix, and Engine Huey, or you and Engine Huey that was just here, because they're very Nirvana-esque, harder grunge,
Right.
like that, because they just worked with, so their album that they gave me, they're the same sound recording that Nirvana recorded with.
Butch Vig.
Oh hell yeah.
Who?
Butch Vig.
Hang on.
Ty Shook.
I mean, he's a. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, it's on the credits, and I don't want to open it.
Oh,
Yeah, they told me on the podcast.
that's okay.
Oh, it's in the protective sleeve. He said it's in the credits. That name didn't sound familiar, but
It could have been. They had.
I mean,
other-
they probably
other
had a
people
couple
that-
guys.
it's the main dude. Oh, Steve Albini.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's the one
Yeah.
who made their last album.
Yeah.
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 Utero.
That's my. That's definitely my favorite.
So I was thinking of
Utero's great.
Nevermind.
But that's
Yeah, it's
that's who
Butch.
did this album, the entire album. That's who did Engine Huey.
That's fucking sweet.
That's
Yeah.
So
That is
they're
fucking sweet.
very, and their shit's copyrighted, and that's who they went through DistroKid or CD Baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
And shit
Yeah.
like that. So, and that's the first time seeing them when I was recording Soul Sleeper
Mm-hmm.
from Springfield.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we mentioned them. I think we did.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know them guys?
I
little bit.
I know I have I think Austin on my
Oh, yeah.
friends list from them, but yeah, no, I follow around and I listen to some of their music,
Yeah.
and I do enjoy Master Bastard.
Yeah.
Do enjoy their sound.
Yeah. Hell
So
yeah.
I dove down on one of their LPs and I was, oh shit, got some great shit going on here.
Did you catch that episode that they were on here?
I didn't.
No?
I didn't. Yeah. No.
Yeah. I think it
I'll
just
have to watch
dropped last week or the week. Oh,
Did it?
well,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. hell
Innovative punk metal band.
Yeah. No, their sounds kick ass for sure.
Yeah.
I love that.
They're good dudes. Everybody I get to talk to know. I mean, I know they're have been my friends, but you don't really. I meet people in the scene, and we become friends on Facebook. Then I get to have a one-on-one. You know what I mean? Talk before the show, after the show, during the show.
Yeah.
And that's why, today, it's becoming. I thought a 2-hour window would be enough because usually some bands are just chilling and they're here, for a half hour to an hour, and that's usually how it was, and it was cool. They didn't really want to give away too much in the beginning, and I get that. And now it's becoming more of we're definitely chilling before the show. We're talking, we're vibing, we're warming up. We're like, hey, hugs, here's this, here's that, blah, blah, blah. So it's we're talking, vibing for a half hour, and then we come down here, and then we're rolling up or smoking or doing whatever for another 15, 20 minutes as I'm kind of getting everything going, and then we have a good episode, and then we're going another hour and a half,
It's like friends hanging out pretty much. Just
Yeah,
friends
and
hanging
so
out.
even when Engine Huey showed, we were nearing completion of Engine Huey, Astrofix showed up, and then we were all talking and hanging, and I kind of forgot who I had on the schedule, and I was like, I know there's 3 bands today, I fucking know that, you know what I mean? And because I was like, are you guys Sonic Sunday? And they're like, nope, we're Astrofix, and I'm like, okay, fuck, dude. But it's so it's good. I feel like that's good to be that busy and that not saying sought after, but I'm glad that people are reflecting and taking this to the community,
Yeah.
and exposing me to new music and everybody else that London to Africa that our, thing reaches and shit. So
Oh yeah.
and that's why I started doing full songs, because I know there's people all over everywhere that are just listeners too, and not just a visual podcast. And we'll sit there and listen to the full songs and enjoy it, and then go look or follow. I don't know. Someone's like, well, I have Spike and likes and follows after your podcast. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the people who are watching are probably going to be your girlfriends and your family and anybody who really cares. You know what I mean? Because I see the attention fall off. I'm like, no, the only people who are really going to watch it are probably the band, for the full hour, 40 or 50, whatever. Because, I can see the analytics. It's it's good. It's 90%, 9-minute mark. You know what I mean? But that's just YouTube visual show.
Yeah.
Right.
But the spot, I just know that the Spotify and all the other stuff is doing well. I get a bunch of hits all over the world for it. So I do see that. And it all majority comes from the phone, So that's what I mean by.
We get those too on our streams. We get people from Europe and all around the country. It's pretty cool.
Right.
So
It's cool to.
it's small, but it's cool. You kind of know that there's somebody out there, and got a song called took it to Thailand. There's somebody from Thailand that listens to that song.
Yeah,
It's just like, okay, yeah.
That was the goal.
So it's weird how everybody like just listens like, oh, what songs are about America, and then like, oh, add to playlist. You're from Thailand. It's like, oh, what songs are about Thailand, and they like randomly add your song to their playlist, and it's like, huh? Like, okay, cool. But I thought we were getting into a song, weren't we?
Yeah, Untitled Barry Live.
Yeah, I thought we were. I could have swore there was something, but we started talking.
Oh, it's okay. It's a podcast.
Stay with me. You set me free. So weightlessly. So come with me. Watch me at the end of my soul. If I get explode, it will be free. So stay with me. So come with me. And you'll be. Just too much to bear. I can't see a thing. You're not made of light. We live so imperfections, and
You guys ever thought about touring?
A little bit.
Yeah, we would love to.
It's expensive as fuck.
Yeah, that's the problem. That, and I think biggest bet is just playing around many of the Illinois Midwest towns.
Yeah,
is
just conquering
possible,
them,
man.
doing
Yeah.
everything.
And then we've had some shots, out of state. What was that place in Kentucky? Was it Louisville?
Alabama.
This place-
Louisville.
Louisville.
Louisville. Calm down.
Yeah,
Louisville.
Louisville.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah, and then someplace in Alabama, but we're just when we know we get something good and practiced enough, and to go back out there again. I mean, we might take a trip out of state at some point just to experience it, and obviously grow our fan base a little bit, get some more people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Man, you guys got a good thing going on, and I appreciate you guys coming down,
Yeah, thank you
hanging
for having
out,
us again,
chilling,
man.
vibing. You know,
Yeah.
it's been a busy day, but thank you for coming, hanging
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
I hope everything leads to another, like maybe Astrofixing you guys and everybody can hook everybody up with a show
Yeah.
and do something cool, man. I just want to stand out from everybody else, what everybody else is doing, and I just hope everybody else can be a part of that. And,
Right.
see everybody there. We do have that September 2nd show. If you guys ain't doing nothing, it's 8 bands. That flyer's not updated behind you, but the bottom one, blue one.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Engine Huey that was here earlier is going to be on there.
Okay.
Soul Sleeper is on there. Sacrifice the Sacred is not.
Blind Mine, yeah.
Yeah,
we
Blind
played with them
Mine.
in Jacksonville.
Oh yeah,
And
that.
Robot,
that
and Robot
And
Army.
Robot Army, we played with them.
Yep. They are not on there anymore. Well, Robot Army is not, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, Blind Mind is. Engine Huey took Robot Army's spot, and then
Again We Rise. I've seen some of their
yeah,
stuff.
they're going to be here. They actually
Yeah.
hooked me up with a sound guy, so
Fuck yeah.
that's
I-
good. Shout out to those guys. So, catch these guys soon. Like they're gonna take some time to write some new stuff and hone in on some old stuff.
Yeah.
So look out for that and just.
Yeah, we'll get out there again for sure.
Now you guys got a .com or anything, an online store?
No, not at the moment. I think right now we're just riding off the Facebook, and Instagram's a little bit more dry, but Facebook is.
Yeah.
I think everybody kind of realizes that's the best. Everybody,
like
everybody
Yeah,
uses
TikTok
Facebook.
and
A little bit of TikTok here, but yeah.
Right.
It's just what is the Instagram? Crash Planet 217.
Yeah,
And
just
then,
all one word.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then the Facebook is just Crash Planet. So.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, check these guys out. Go to their socials. Check out some more of their music. Like I said, you can just Crash Planet Band on YouTube. That's how I found them on there. There should be a topic that leads you right to them. It'll look like that subconscious.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Subconscious.
But this has been Crash Planet. They're out of Springfield, and like I said, be on the lookout and buy some merch whenever you see them out. And it's been a pleasure having you guys.
Thank you.
for having
Thank you
us.
again,
it's
man.
been an
Thank you.
experience.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a little over professional, but hey, it's what it is.
No,
what it is,
it's
man.
nice.
Yeah.
I can't
Make you
do
look
it out
good.
here.
So I appreciate you, man. This has been another amazing episode of the So Fucking Awesome Show. We'll see you next week.